What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm still here in Jacksonville, Florida, and today I'm hanging out with European Tour winner Julian Suri. We're working out, we're working with coach, we're practicing, we're in for a hell of a day. Look at that. It's still dark out. It's 6:15 in the morning. And why am I up this early? Well, we're hanging out with Julian Suri today. And when you're on an off week from 3 weeks in the Middle East before going back on your European tour schedule, you get up early and you put in that work. So we're going to TPC. We're going to have a workout at 7 in the morning. Then we're going to go work with Coach Dan and practice and just talk to Julian, see what he's doing in this off week, see where his game's at, see what he's looking forward to as the season progresses, talk about last year's bizarre season and pretty much anything that comes up because we're hanging out with European Tour winner Julian Suri today. This is going to be a fun one. The sun has started to come up. We're here. What are we doing? Working with the trainer?
Getting the work in, baby.
That's it.
Let's start the morning off. Happy Sunday.
Here we go. Performance Center. Thank you. Let's get after it.
Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man.
We're gonna do legs mostly, but that right there is just getting the glutes fired up.
Oh, gotta activate them, man.
Oh yeah, gotta activate the glutes.
Coming down my roof, leaving, don't give a fuck, I don't care. Did the by my lonesome, no wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run, all I really want is my share. Get on my.
How many days a week do you guys see each other when Julian's off like this?
5 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean we'll do 4 of those days will be pretty tough workouts, and then there'll be kind of a mobility maintenance day in between, and then I'll take a couple days off. Right when he gets back, we kind of ease him back into it, and then those 2 weeks in between will be pretty tough, and then that week before he leaves, it'll be a lot of like maintenance and making sure everything's moving the right way.
And coming in here, like the goal isn't really to get, jacked or whatever.
You're already there.
You already know.
Yeah.
But it's more, I've had some injury troubles in the past few years, and the whole goal is to address asymmetries, address kind of potential problem areas, and work on those so I don't have any injuries. Obviously, there's some things that are out of your control, but the more that we can control how my body's looking, especially after like 4 weeks on the road, like I have been with long flights, hotel rooms, weird beds, whatever, hopefully the longer my career is, and that's kind of the ultimate goal. So Alex writes me programs also. I have a warm-up every day that I do before I go out on the course. It's like a 15-minute thing, just kind of in the room. I can do that and just gets everything activated, gets my body warm. Essentially, when I go to the range, it's not like I'm just getting my golf swing going. I'm already warmed up. It feels like I could step on the range and hit 4 irons as soon as I get there. So, which is nice. And then probably 2 to 3 times a week I'll go in the gym and do strength stuff. It won't be as intense as this, but he writes me programs also that I'll do on the road.
So you got the pump on.
Yeah.
Now get the feet on.
Yes. We hungry. As people have come to know for me.
Hashtag we hungry.
Yeah. This is probably the highlight of my day. It's very cathartic to get some food after what just transpired in there. So.
What's on the menu?
You're about to find out, big boy.
Ooh. Chef Julian, what are we whipping up here?
We got some eggs going, some scrambled eggs and spinach. We got a little post-workout recovery smoothie shake thing, and some frijoles negros to honor my heritage.
Feast to fuel up before hitting the range, right?
Gains.
Hashtag gains.
Eternal gains.
Not hungry anymore. Now you're hungry to work.
That's right.
That's right.
Ready to get this work in.
Get this working.
Been home 2 days since Saudi now, and had pretty much like a day and a half of rest, and now I'm just kind of chomping at the bit to get back to it and
Hell yeah.
work on stuff that needs to be worked on with the Danimal. So
The Danimal.
get after it.
Let's get after it.
Just like as the days got on, like Saturday there were a few more loose shots. Sunday there were
fluffier, like, that's
exactly, and that's the thing is, like, you can't spend the amount of energy working on a mechanical thing throughout the week as you know,
Monday,
as
Tuesday, Wednesday.
you have to conserve energy, you have to compete. There's other stuff.
Well, it's basically proving that it's getting better.
100%.
Like, it's not subconscious.
100%.
Like, you don't own it.
And
like,
exactly. And the thing was on Sunday, I have this, you know, on the scorecard, horrible start, 6 over through 11, right? And I'm like hitting all these crappy shots, but they're all the same shot. It's all the same big block. I know the right shoulder's not going down. I know I'm not opening up clean enough. And then I'm just like, yeah, you can get pissed off, but that doesn't really do anything because I know what the issue is. If I didn't know what the issue is, then it'd be alarming.
Yeah.
But I know exactly what the culprit was. So the third hole, our 12th hole, I hit a beautiful 7-iron in there to like 10 feet, par 3, missed the putt. Then the next hole, hit a shitty drive, had to lay up, and then hit a really good shot to 4 feet. And from there, birdie 4 of the last 6. It's exciting for me because the progress is so tangible, and that's what like keeps me going.
Whoa, clear out the room, I'm coming through. They wanna see what I'm about. Yeah, I got skills, do it for the thrill. I'm on a paper route. Extra, read about it. I'm today's trying to top it. I put commas over bullshit. Yeah, I put that on mamas. They trying to block all my blessings.
Ball behind him was forcing his right hip to turn kind of more back behind him in the backswing, and then left hip turning more behind him coming down. His tendency has always been the opposite, where the left side collapses going back and the right side kind of collapses coming through. For right-handed golfers, it's like the most common lazy way to swing. And then the ball between the upper arms is forcing him to turn a little more and keep his right arm straighter longer.
Touchdown, bust down. She busted open for a real day. Stay timed up, trying to build it up, trying to count it up, hill figures. Don't be chillin' with no lil, no. And if I do, I be real with them. Chase a dream, that's a meal ticket. ISO gang, yeah, they still with us. I put it in motion, they got me steady. Thoughts on my mind, it's weighing heavy. Watch how I shine, tell them I'm ready. I'm hitting my stride, let's get to the Fetty. I was just sitting back watching them fold. Racks on me now, yeah, it's looking
so. We've gotten the download from Dan. A few more reps, feeling it, and then it's what's next.
Yeah, it's just ingraining. You know, it's more about not expecting instant results or instant change. It's more playing the long game. A lot of this, especially after 4 weeks of not seeing Dan face to face, you know, there's only so much you can kind of text and call, whatever. But like being able to bounce ideas off of him, especially with the time change being over there, is tricky. So in person, this is valuable. I'm excited for these 4 weeks, but it's more just about incremental change and, you know, being able to have some making tweaks that last for 72 holes and then having them last week after week after week of being on the road is what makes professional golf challenging at times. So it's just me ingraining this further and further, and just me getting a little bit better every day, and just kind of playing the long game a little bit.
That little bit of knowledge there from Julian, so important for so many people that are trying to work on their golf game. He said incremental bits, playing the long game. It's so easy to like have a little lesson or look at your swing on video and get a tip from something online you've seen and want to see those immediate results. But if you take it from the best players in the world, they're focused on doing a little bit better each day, the long game, slow, gradual progression and growth with, you know, swing, game, whatever it is. And I think that's a huge, huge thing to take away from hanging out with Julian. He's doing a lot of the little things really, really well, looking at the long game, looking at the 4 weeks off before going back on the road for 3-4 weeks. It's a marathon, it's not a sprint, and so many people approach golf thinking short, fast, give me a fix here and now, so I'll play better tomorrow, but then you don't play better the day after that because you're not playing that long game. So really good bit of knowledge to take from Julian today. 4.5 hours into your day, will you basically go to lunch and then kind of take it easy for the afternoon, or is it like rest, recovery afternoon, or?
No, I'll probably, my parents live in the neighborhood, so I'll probably grab lunch with them, and then haven't seen them in a month, and then come back out here. I feel like once I start to lose my mental energy, then I'll take it easy, but I haven't lost that, and this is interesting to me, it's engaging, and like I said, you know, I can see the tangible progress, and that's energized. So tonight when I go home, I mean, it gets dark at 6, so it's not like you're going all day. Then I'll rest, I'll take a cold shower and chill out.
But now, that Julian's kind of working a little bit. I got to do a little bit of work too, so I'm gonna hit some balls while Julian keeps working away on that drill on the grass, because I mean, I want to keep getting better, and if I'm hanging out with top players in the world, why not try to learn a little bit and have that ooze into my game? Southampton's been the backdrop for this, but this is where you grew up. Like, this was your home track. This is where you kind of learned the game. I guess pretty special, hey, to like full circle to Dan, because you started working with Dan before he came here, and then he comes here, and it's like you're back to where you.
Yeah, it's nice coming back to, you know, familiar faces and stuff like that, especially after being, you know, out of the country and seeing all these, you know, different places. But yeah, I mean, you don't run from where you come from, you know, and I think, you know, my parents being here, I would have come back here anyway, and I've always maintained a good relationship with the guys here. But yeah, I've been out here since I was 10 years old, since 2001. So I remember this clubhouse wasn't even here. It was a trailer. There were barely any houses here, and now it's all built up and the whole area is booming, and I'm very familiar. The amount of balls and the amount of chips and putts that I've hit in that practice area back there is a very high number.
When you're stateside, do you look at like potentially PGA Tour Monday qualifiers or Web or Corn Ferry? Like, do those pop up on your radar, or is it kind of like, it depends how I'm feeling, how I'm playing, or
for sure
schedule, like location?
Yeah, obviously location, but I think like in this stretch, they had to cancel the Oman event, which is in 3 weeks. I wasn't sure if they were going to potentially keep canceling events, which it still could happen, but as of now, they're going to be on. So I've looked at signing up for the Monday qualifiers in the month of March, and kind of explored that a little bit. So we'll see. As long as if the events go on in the European Tour, then I'll obviously play those. But yeah, it's definitely an option. You know, I'm not opposed to anything, and I love competing. And when I'm away from competition for too long, some guys just like to not play golf at all. But like, I gotta get the juices flowing a little bit, especially at home, to test out things that I'm working on, and just to see where my head's at and where my energy's at. That's how you get feedback, and you know, you have to look at it, like I said earlier, as the long game. You know, you need to know how to put together a nice score, but it's not whether, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean because you shot 67 you're on a great path, or because you shot 75 you're on a terrible path. But it's more, you have to assess the little things that go into what makes me a great player and what makes me a better player, and see how my progress is in those areas.
So my day's done, but when you play on the European Tour, your day is not done at noon. Julian's gonna keep working, have a little bit of lunch, and then you're coming back. Whereas I'm gonna have some lunch. I have to go to the gym now because I didn't get my workout in this morning, and then I get.
You got a nice foam roll in though.
I did. I didn't. That was a really lazy, haphazard foam roll. Just going through the motions. But thanks for hanging out, buddy.
No, man, that was fun.
Go follow Julian on all his socials. He's a great follow on Instagram, and we're all going to be rooting so hard for you, dude, this year.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Of course. And yeah, thanks for letting us hang out. I'm sure we'll do it again this year, and we'll maybe take this over the seas. That'd be cool if I could come overseas and hang out. But post bubble for sure. So 2022.
Yeah.
All right, hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Peace.